Hi, welcome to the practice set for lesson 114, which is simplifying fraction answers. I had to look at what we were doing today. Let's start. In this, we have 4/5 plus 4/5, and that gives us an answer of 8/5. Now, we know that this is an improper fraction, so I'm converting it into a mixed number, and that is 1 3/5. If you do not know how to convert improper fractions to mixed numbers, I suggest that you look back a few lessons and go over the practice set if that's an issue. Our next one is 5/6 minus 4/6, 3/6, 1/6, and I've already given you the answer. It is 4/6. I look and think, I know that this fraction can be reduced because both digits, the numerator and the denominator, can be divided by the same number. In this situation, they can both be divided by 2. So here we go. 4 divided by 2 and 6 divided by 2. So this reduces down to 2/3. So 4/6 is equal to 2/3. These are just smaller numbers. Now, we have two mixed numbers, and I personally kind of like to start with the fraction side first. So I'm going to do 2/3 plus 2/3, and I know that that gives me 4/3. Now I know that 4/3 is an improper fraction. I'm going to convert this. Let's see, let me write this so that you are pretty clear on what I'm doing. 4/3, and I know that 4/3 is actually another way of saying 1 1/3. So we have the fraction part done, 1 1/3. Then we say the whole number part, 3 plus 1 plus this part, 1 1/3. And we add up all of our whole numbers. 3 plus 1 equals 5. And don't forget our little 1/3 answer. Next one is something similar. We'll start with the fractions part first. I'm just going to write 1/3 plus 3/4. Our first part of our fraction, and we know that that gives us 4/4. Don't you just love this when this happens? We know 4/4. Yay! It is 1. Hallelujah. Now we put that off to the side, and then time to add up our whole numbers. 5 plus 6 plus 1, and our final answer here is 12. Now, our next one. We're going to go with our fractions. 7/8 minus 1/8. And that gives us 6/8. Because we're taking care of the fractions first. I'm looking. Guys, I just have to tell you, 6/8, we know both numbers can be divided by 2. So I'm going to hurry, and while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to reduce this fraction. So 3 divided by, I did it again. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So we know that 6/8 is the same as 3/4. So we have that fraction. We're going to hold it off to the side, and we'll go to our whole numbers. 7 minus 1 equals 6, and then we're going to put this right here, 6 3/4. Now, our last one, we'll add these up. 6/5, which we know is equals 1 and 1/5. And then we add up our whole numbers. 5 plus 1 is 6. We say 6 plus 1 and 1/5 equals 7 and 1/5. The biggest challenge that I find is just keeping things kind of neat and kind of tidy so that you know what you're doing. For me, it's a little tricky, but I know that it's something that we all work on. And if you can show your work and do it in an organized way, this will help you so much. I wish you well on the homework set. And if you have any questions, let me know. Take care.